Hello, fellow travelers. Happy Love Day. It's Sunday, February 14th, the day many people celebrate Valentine's Day. And I like to think of it as Love Day and all the different kinds of love: romantic love, friendship love, friends and family love, all the powerful love ways that we experience and express love on this planet towards each other. And we definitely, well, I think that my sole purpose, one of them, is to share love and bring love onto this planet and be love. So I'm here to give you a reading on love and some love messages here for you who are listening and watching at any time that you decide to do that. Love has no bounds. Divine love, divine unconditional love is the most powerful energy there is in the universe, in life. We all know this. So also I am updating you on my radio show, the show I do with once a week with Julie Jacobs at Spirit Horse Alchemy, my dear friend, who I send love to today. She is under there's weather going on across the U.S. I'm in a negative 4 to 6 degrees today here in Colorado, which is rare. We don't get that low maybe once every season for a few days, but we're in it. We're in a deep freeze here. We are on the East Coast. They're experiencing ice storms, so Julie has had to take care of her beautiful horses that come through. They hold the messages that we hold the space, and they share with us their horse conscious messages during. If you haven't listened to Honest Goddesses Radio, it's through Blog Talk Radio, and we do it usually on Fridays at 12 noon Mountain Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. But yeah, we've been in the storms and not had access to internet, and we need to have that. So we're planning on doing it tomorrow, Monday, February 15th, but it goes live and then immediately afterwards it's available for download. And if you're subscribed to my email, where I send out updates and connections to those things that I'm doing and messages and weekly energy readings that you can also connect with through my YouTube channel here, and if you subscribe and like, you will get updates to when I post. Or if you go to my website, marydiagostino.com, you can find ways to receive the content that I offer that is for you, for your hearts, for your souls, for love, channeling love, and healing. Love is the most powerful healing balm there is. So here we are. Couldn't do the radio show this week due to weather. Hope you're staying warm wherever you are. So I decided to come on for just a short hello and love reading, love channeling, to give power to the essence of love and help us to remember that we are powerful beings of love. And no matter where you are in your journey, on your path, that love is always welcome, and love is always the healing balm. So wherever you may be, however you may be celebrating or not celebrating on this day, I'm bringing through love for you. It is sometimes so dark on these days when you believe that everyone else is celebrating or everyone else has love. And truth be told, love is something that is generated by you. And love is something that is generated by the earth. Love is something that is generated by the divine. Love is something that is generated through people. So I hope that this message, through me, through my voice, through my words, that you will be a bit awakened in love, whatever you may be needing, held in love, assured in love, carried in love. Love walks by your side, love carries you, love holds you, love nourishes you, the strongest medicine there is. Okay, so I wanted to choose 2 cards. I thought we needed an animal guardian for today, an animal spirit, and also a goddess. So we're going to, and I'm using Susan Olay's deck, and I always get them mixed up. They look the same. So we might get 2 animals or 2 goddesses or one of each or whatever it might be. So, okay, so let's, I was feeling the energies of the animal spirits that wanted to come through, and let's see who chooses to come through as I, okay, the goat. That's a good, so goat energy. It's kind of a good one for cold days. You think of and I live, in the mountains. Well, I don't live in the mountains. I live in the Front Range, right up against the Rocky Mountains. So I get to see them and take in their energy. So I suppose that we're going to calling in also the energy of the mountains, which came through, by the way. I hope you get a chance to listen to the new moon reading, which I did on the new moon, which was February 11th, and you can go back to the last YouTube that I did and listen to that. It was incredibly powerful. And we talked about standing our ground, knowing what we have experienced as what we know is right in our heart and soul for us, the power. And that was the incredibly strong message that came through for me today, this morning, in my own time where I do my meditation and connecting with spirit and guidance. And what I realized was the intense, great power held in places where I stood my ground and was like the mountain. And knowing that the mountains are immovable in a way. I mean, they do erode and change through the great powerful nature, forces of nature, through the wind, through the water. But mountains are the earth energy, and they are also places you can access the higher vision, the higher perspective, and just that resilience that keeps you going, so that you can come to a place where you then see, oh, that's why I went through that. Okay, that is what this was all about. The pain and the suffering that you have experienced in this life, the hardships and the challenges, are actually can be transmuted, and the juice squeezed out of them when you allow the power that you invoked in whatever way you did to face these challenges. And no matter what challenge you faced, there is great power in you walking through the challenge. And it's time for you to invoke that power. Invoke the power in the challenge. Invoke the power in that could be hidden away under your own shame or guilt, or just not knowing, unconscious. But what did you invoke when you were faced with a challenge? How did you face it and walk through it? And it's not about doing it right, or you might have felt the worst you've ever felt, but there was somewhere that you did invoke the power of your spirit, of the fire within you, of your life force energy, to either face the day, to tend to yourself or tend to those in your care, or you had an idea or a result of that challenge that caused a change. Those are the changes that are called soul changes. And that is what alchemy is. It's where we take the lead of our experiences, our challenges, the heaviness, the darkness, the pain, the sorrow, and it turns into something else. So there's a lot of that available right now. It's the day of love and the day to celebrate love and the day to celebrate you. And the goat is here. The goat has in its not just perseverance and resilience, but also fecundity, fertility. In the darkest of times pops out the greatest light. Here it talks about also Pan, the woodland god of the flocks, fertility, and nature. Pan is a little bit of a mischief maker, maybe what you might call a shapeshifter a bit. Okay, so here's another message coming through that there's the message of scapegoat. And I want to tell you something about scapegoat, a scapegoat, an interesting love message coming through. When you are scapegoated, so you are blamed or shamed or held responsible for the actions or reactions or consciousness of a group. It could be a family of origin. It could be just a group of people. Usually, I want to look at the groups that scapegoat you. That means that you have found something and that you're carrying great light within you. And the great light that you're carrying is causing the other to have their light shown, shining the light on them. And where they are not willing or able or wanting or choosing to see the light in themselves and change, that's where the scapegoating comes in. So just for today, if you can, and for whenever you listen to this, think about scapegoating in that way. If you've been scapegoated, and those who carry a lot of light and have the and I want to explain that too. It's the light. It is, for me, it was a consciousness and an understanding that things didn't have to continue to be the way they were, and that there was something different that could come through. And it came from a deep knowing within me that certain things that I was seeing and experiencing were not right, or they weren't right, they weren't in balance. There was something there that was trying to control or manipulate rather than nurture and nourish. And so this was the light in me wanting to express. And also I had ideas of what I wanted to express and how I wanted to express. And they were pretty clear to me. It was expressing song and joy and love and artistic pursuits and learning and just really experiencing life and getting the most out of life. And then when certain people or structures were like, what are you doing? No, you don't do it that way. You have to do it this way. And then when I said, well, I can't. It's not possible for me to be something I'm not. Pan was who he was as a Greek god of the woodland forest. and he had to be himself. And some people didn't like that for whatever reason, and so they blamed him. So anyway, I hope that helps free you in a way from any understanding or energies of scapegoat that might have you tied up. It's not. It's for you to break free of those chains of scapegoating. See it for what it is, and realize that it's your power. Your power is there, and you are loved. You are seen. You are heard, and the world needs you to be fully you, fully yourself. And let's see which goddess comes through to support us on this day of love that's going down the freeing love, free love. We are coming back around to a cycle that where all this Aquarian energy of the planets in Aquarius that we have been experiencing, and just the times we're in. We are in such times of conscious awareness of things that we weren't able to consciously see before. Freeing ourselves from being the scapegoat and realizing, oh wow, that's my power. My power is underneath that energy of being scapegoated. So here you go. This is a depiction of of Rhiannon, the goddess Rhiannon. And she's a shapeshifter. So that's what I was talking about. Shape-shifting, alchemizing, things changing form. She's the embodiment of life, death, and rebirth. For in her realm, there is no death without regeneration. So if we could think about, we are dying to anything and everything that has held back love, has held back the power of love coursing through our veins, the power of love emanating from our hearts. Whatever has covered that, whatever has hidden it, it's freed. And I want you to, she often shows up as a white horse in this beautiful rendition of her. She's a stag. There's a stag. She is also symbolic of rejuvenation, beauty, strength, and instinctual masculine energy. So, it's more of the source of creativity, abundance, and order. So the masculine energy is coming through today, and I can see why. It's the we're going to talk about, we're still in a retrograde where it's lots of energy, but we are not moving forward. We're in a period of regeneration and reclaiming and revisiting. And the revisiting is where we hide our love, and our love is our power. And you don't really even have to do anything. I'm just asking you to open to the possibility that there has been, you have been hiding your love and hiding your energy. And I'm here to let you know that the time is now and the time is ripe. So any way that you can show your love and take action in appreciation and love, we're gonna do it together. So I appreciate and love you. I have a platform here that gives me a voice, gives me a way to connect across the miles with you, and to bring in to connect across the dimensions and across the miles and across the galaxies with the energies of unconditional divine love and bringing them through and sharing them with you for healing, for insights, for wisdom, for guidance. And I appreciate you. I appreciate your willingness to call in love, and invoke it in the places that you may have been afraid to, or just hiding because you've been scapegoated for loving, scapegoated for your desires, scapegoated for wanting to change the world in a better way. So it's time. We need everybody to be channels of love, and knowing that this love nurtures and nourishes you as you call it to yourself. So invoke the power of all the love that you've ever shared, all the love you've ever given, all the love you've ever received, even if it was in your heart and wasn't able to be expressed. It's still your love. It's still there. And it's calling you. And it's there for you. And it's wanting you. And all the times you weren't able to express, or people didn't hear you when you expressed, invoke that. It matters not whether people heard you or accepted your love. It was your love. And it's powerful. And it's fuel and sustenance for this time of rebirth, regeneration that we're in. We're in a great rebirthing time, and it's going to take a while. But the way we go through it is love. Love, 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 love. Love to your heart's content. And remember the places that you did love that you didn't think there was love there. The love you gave yourself. And give yourself more love. And tell the ones you love that you love them and appreciate them. And why do we have one day for that? I think we need to have every day be a day of love. Because love is the most powerful, most potent, never dies energy upon this planet. It's medicine. It's healing. And I'm offering all the love to you right now through this technology. So have a blessed day. Have a beautiful day. Rhiannon and the goat are with you. Whatever they may mean to you, invoke their ways of helping you to connect with love, uncover love, express love, be love, see love, feel love, no matter what. And I'm here for you. I hope to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather should be better and all technology on board for tomorrow for Honest Goddesses Radio. And I'm available for sessions, for intuitive readings, for astrology readings, for Reiki, distance healing, energy healing, all the things that I do for you, all the words that come through, all the energy. I love you, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Have a beautiful day. Oops.